This is Hibrush, a mouthpiece style toothbrush. It's set to revolutionise the dental healthcare industry, but unfortunately it's the worst electric toothbrush product I've ever used. Do not buy this at all. So this is the worst style product I've ever used. Mouthpiece toothbrushes are the newest creation in terms of dental healthcare products, and I'm convinced that they're the future. Unfortunately, Hibrush is not. This is awful. Don't waste your money. You'll be wasting your money, natural resources. It's just not something you should buy. I just can't stress that enough. Now let me go into a bit more detail as to why. So the first thing I want to start off with is that Hibrush is just a brand. It's a website that I went to actually buy this product. It was marketed to me on Facebook and Instagram. But the product you actually get is made by a company called V-White. Now, on doing more research into mouthpiece style toothbrushes, because we have a big interest in them here, there's a lot of companies selling V-White. But what they're doing is they're selling the V-White product through their own website under different brands. So they could be ABC as the company name, but what you actually get is this. You don't get anything with that company you bought from on the box. So I was expecting to see a Hibrush box, nothing, it's V-White. So these mouthpiece style toothbrushes, 360-degree toothbrushes, automatic toothbrushes, whatever you want to call them, there's lots of names for them, are potentially the way forward, because many of us don't like brushing our teeth for 2 minutes twice a day. And the way these work is they're designed to actually brush all of the teeth at the same time. And the reality is that done right, they can actually brush your teeth in just 10 seconds, which means, believe it or not, you actually spend more time brushing each tooth with a mouthpiece style toothbrush than you would with a regular electrical manual toothbrush if you brush for 2 minutes. But here are some problems. Hibrush was marketed with a 10-second cleaning mode. There isn't a 10-second cleaning mode. The shortest mode is 45 seconds. This has 3 cleaning modes. I don't know why, because none of them work. The difference between those cleaning modes is merely the intensity of the sensation of it cleaning your teeth. Well, I say the sensation, it doesn't actually clean your teeth. If you see the before and after plaque shots that be shown throughout this video, you'll see that the plaque, which is the essential thing that we need to clean off our teeth when brushing our teeth, still remains after I've used this mouthpiece toothbrush. Even with me putting it in my mouth, wiggling it around and trying all I can whilst it's functional to actually use it. But there's some more problems with this, because we've got this mouthpiece here that pops off, it's silicone. Just look how flexible it is. That should not really flex, in my opinion, that much. Now you need a bit of flex to get round your teeth and gums, but I mean, that's just awful, right? There's no rigidity in that at all. Now bear in mind also, this small mouthpiece doesn't actually reach the back teeth, so you can't clean all of your teeth at the same time because it doesn't reach those teeth. And these bristles are actually angled at a 45 degree, which is superb if they reach the gum line, because it's the gum line that harbours generally all of the plaque that we need to clean off our teeth. So basically, even if you pop this in your mouth, and I've got an average sized mouth, it doesn't reach the gums, it doesn't reach the back teeth, and then it doesn't do a very good job of cleaning. You do get a high intensity sort of vibration through here, but it just doesn't remove anything from the teeth. It's just absolutely awful. Now you might have seen there as I was switching this on, you get a blue light from the top. That looks funky, right? Everyone likes a blue little LED. Well, I certainly do. Well, that blue LED is to help with teeth whitening, because blue LED can cause a reflection of light to change and make your teeth look whiter. It's not actually making your teeth white, it's a bit of a placebo effect and a short-term way of making your teeth look whiter. The idea is you hold this in your mouth for 10 minutes and that blue light takes effect. Don't bother, don't waste your time. Just use a regular manual or electric toothbrush and brush your teeth, and you'll get better whitening results from that than this. I mean, in fairness, it feels quite good in hand. This has got like a TPU rubber silicone coating to it. It's grippy on the front. It's a bit like that material you get if you bought a cheap sort of mobile phone case. As you can see here, as I'm actually handling it, I've accidentally turned it on. That's because this button on the front is really sensitive, so it's really easy to turn on. You'll see the lights on the top there. And what you've also got on the top here is this sort of clear panel where the lights come through, but there's lots of exposed screws and it just looks really cheap and nasty, unfortunately. Oh, and I didn't mention, when you pop this in your mouth, what I actually found is when my lips wrapped round the mouthpiece toothbrush, it actually pushed it off the actual handle. So, I mean, that's another thing, right? I mean, it's just absolute garbage. The battery life of this is 7 days. So that's 14 cleaning sessions. Bearing in mind it runs for about 45 seconds, that's around about 10.5 minutes of battery life, which is surprising considering the size of the brush handle. I thought it would be longer, considering an average electric toothbrush has anywhere between sort of 28 to 40 to 50 to 60 minutes, depending on the model you go for. This is pretty low. It's quick and easy to recharge. It does come with a USB charging stand. You sit this on and the 2 gold pins line up with the pins on the charging base. There's no battery status icon on the mouthpiece toothbrush itself. When on the charging stand, it flashes a nice blue from the LEDs on the top. That looks quite pretty, but you're not going to want to charge it. So the best thing I can suggest for this is use it as an ornament if you have wasted your money on it, but I really encourage you not to waste your money on it unless you just generally like wasting your money. Even if you're interested in this market, I really wouldn't go for this. Save your money and buy one of the products that work. So whilst we're on the subject of money, let's talk about the recommended retail price. The Hibrush website suggested around about £160, which is a lot of money. It's not a lot of money if you compare it to similar type products. If they worked, unfortunately they don't. Your sort of flagship Oral-B's and Sonicares are well up at the £160, but you don't necessarily need to spend that much. I actually paid around about £60, so about 60% off the price. The cost of the replacement mouthpiece is here that need replacing sort of 3 to 6 months-ish. Costs around about 24 quid, so that's quite a high percentage of the actual overall brush value there. Oh, I didn't mention toothpaste. You'll be getting through a lot of it because when you pop it into this mouthpiece, it kind of all gets stuck. It doesn't move across your teeth at all. You really need the new sort of generation sort of foaming toothpaste, but the websites don't recommend that as a product you need to buy when you buy the product. You find that out afterwards. I actually spent more time cleaning out the toothpaste that I had left in the mouthpiece than I did spend brushing my teeth with this. So when you actually price this over 3 years, if you even wanted to go the route of using this for 3 years, I don't know why, you probably have no teeth left, costs about 29p per day, which is expensive when you consider that most good electric toothbrushes will come in around about 10p. Some of the more premium ones are more expensive, but you certainly don't want to be spending 30 pence a day on this pile of junk. So if you hadn't got the message by now, I suggest you don't buy this. You'll only be doing damage to your oral health. I am a believer that mouthpiece toothbrushes are the way forward. They represent innovation, and I think in the next few years we will see a product that really sets the market alight. Unfortunately, Hibrush, or all the other names they go under, the V-White product, is not the way forward. It's just a waste of time, money and resources. And over in the full written review that you can see in the link in the description, I have given this a 1-star rating. I wanted to give it 0. The only reason I couldn't give it a 0 star is because of our system that we actually use. We kind of have to give it some sort of star rating. So 1 is the worst review rating I've ever given a product, but I really want to give it 0. So there you go. There's my sort of public service announcement on Hibrush or these mouthpiece toothbrushes. Don't buy them. Just an absolute waste of money unless you want a unique looking ornament to sit on your shelves, maybe on your mantelpiece in your lounge, I don't know. But yeah, I feel ashamed to have even bought this, unfortunately, but hopefully I've done my duty and helped you out and saved you some money in the long run. Just buy a manual or electric toothbrush, but not this style of electric toothbrush. Got it? If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. For more videos like this, click subscribe. But until next time, thanks for watching.